Coach, you fall at Wingate. You're playing a little come from behind the majority of the game, but there in the third quarter, you get it down to 2, feeling good about yourselves, and then you just can't buy a bucket in that fourth quarter. What do you see?
Well, I mean, it's just like kind of what I told the team. We had Bree driving in there, made a great move to make a bucket that she's very capable of making, and we missed it, and that would have been to take the lead at the end of the third. Instead, we're down 2, which is fine. We're on the road at a very good basketball team, and we want to be in the game in the fourth quarter to try to win it. We come out, and you got to credit Wingate. They made their shots around the rim. They had some nice plays where they fed the ball to each other, got some assists, and in turn. And I told the team, sometimes I don't remember verbatim on how it was, but I just remember us getting to the rim and having some shots that we're very capable of making. And we didn't make them, and that's basketball. And when you're playing, I would just assume play a game like this every day because I told them a good team's going to expose you, and you're going to have to make plays to come out with a victory. And we didn't make enough in the fourth quarter. And they got off to a 10-0 start in the fourth quarter and kind of put us in a hole early, and we never really recovered.
First quarter was back and forth. Then Wingate takes about a 10-point lead in the second quarter, but you're able to battle back, make it a 3-point game there in the second quarter. Same deal in the third. Wingate takes a little bit of an edge. What do you see from your team in the late second quarter, late third quarter that you were able to come back?
I mean, obviously they know we're a really good basketball team and that we have the capability of putting points on the board and sometimes going on big runs. And so with that happening, they know that even though they might be down 6, 8, 10 points, they have the ability with the number of scores that we have to bring it back. And we just got a couple of stops there and was able to put the ball in the basket, get that momentum going to where, like I said, we were able to cut it to, 3 at the half and then cut it to 2 by the time, because we outscored them in the second and third quarters. But we're down in a 6-point hole there coming out of the first. So honestly, I was happy with the entire game, with the way the game was going and the tempo was played at up until the fourth quarter.
Kaylin Brooks sets the single-season record for made three-pointers in a season. It's a loss, but still a good feeling for one of the players that you recruited to set that single-season mark. What's it mean to you to see that?
Well, I mean, it's all of these kids. I've had Tipton had a chance to coach her only for 1 year as an assistant, and of course to recruit Tatum and Carson Brooks in and have Tatum be the all-time leading three-point maker, and Brooks is headed that way. I don't know where she's at right now, if she's at third or if she's moved to second yet. But then to get Tipton single season, she was there last year. Should have had it last year. Kind of went through a 5-game stretch where she didn't make it. But this year, she had enough threes going in that with several games left to be able to get it. So I mean, obviously I'm proud of her. Happy that she decided to come to Carson-Newman and play, and she's been a really important reason why we've had a successful year this year. And I wish we could have won and celebrated it that way, but nonetheless, it's a great accomplishment, and it puts her in the record books at Carson-Newman.